Good morning, Medical Motor 316 here. So today, I have a little bit of a problem. I have a leak in my roof. Somewhere where you can see these water stains. Yep. Leaky roof. That is proof that there is a leak in the roof. So anyways, today, I'm gonna show you either A, how to fix it yourself, or B, how to get your warranty fixed to fix it. So anyways, if your warranty covers it, then no problem. You just dig through a bunch of papers, see if it's covered by warranty, and if it is, you give them a call. If it's not, then that's where we come in. So do it yourself. So stay tuned. Alright, back again. So I called the warranty guy. He said it's not covered. So good thing I'm gonna show you how it's done. Step one, make sure you do your research. So go on YouTube, subscribe, like, whatever, look up how to do this. Next process, number two, you're gonna want to write stuff down. For that, you'll need pencil or pen and paper. I've already done this step. So you're gonna want to go to your local hardware store and you're gonna want to price your products. For the roof, you want like your sealant, of course, the roof sealant, some large brushes, rollers, primers, dowels, ladders, stuff like that. All your stuff. And you want to price it because you want to stay within whatever budget you want. Now, of course, YouTube videos, there's a great YouTube video out there that recommends a scrim. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. S-C-R-I-M. I think that's how it's spelled, but don't quote me. Anyways, after that, you go on YouTube, you do all your research, then you can go and get set up. So, that is where the leak is at. You want to find the optimum spot to access the roof. I of course have my ladder here. Now, to make sure your ladder is positioned correctly, you want to place your feet at the base of it. And when you can outstretch your hand, just standing straight, like so, to the ladder, then you're in a pretty good position. That's how you want to position your ladder. That way it doesn't fall and you don't fall. Safety first. Always get like some sort of tool. That way you can remove anything that's really stuck on there, because we're going to be redoing the roof basically. So you'll need a painter's, like, I forgot what this is called, but it's okay. Like a painter's knife, putty knife, some wire brushes, different brushes, and just a regular brush and broom. That way you can get all the nasty stuff, sweep it off. Step two, and of course, you can buy your ladders, all your stuff from your local hardware stores. It doesn't matter where you buy from, Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware store, just as long as you are invested. Like if your home is not under warranty, then this is pretty much what you're gonna have to do. Either A, you got a lot of money and you can just hire someone out of the blue, or you do it yourself. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna inspect, we're gonna kind of sweep all the stuff off, but first we're gonna go and get our supplies. So once you have all your material, you want to stage it out, and first things first, you probably want a helper, and you want to get shoes that you really don't care about, also gloves. So basically, here's all the supplies that we'll be using to start off with. Brush, went to Lowe's, got some exterior primer, and then we'll go up there and see what's damaged. Alright, so up here, here's what we got to work with. That's pretty much the main issue right there. As you can see, this stuff, I can just peel it up with my hand. So that's got to go. It's a nice buffering right here. Which is really good. It'll help the water just flow down. Right along this seam, along the edges, it's peeling up, so we'll have to kind of do our best to get that stuff off. With these ridge poles, we'll just kind of leave them as is and just work around them. And we'll have to, of course, get the spots where, redo the spots where they used to have holes. And we'll do a lot of it with the broom, our primer, which will go on last in this case. But we will be using, for the most part, these tools. It's a wire brush and a painter's scraper to get up all the residue and toss it off. You want a clean environment. You want a clean environment to work in. So that's what we're going to do here, is to make it a clean environment. Sterile, clean, whatever. You just want it clean before you actually get in stuff. So let's get started. So far so good. So once you get all the crap up off the roof, you want to sweep it clean, and then you want to use your primer. Just dump a good mud puddle somewhere, and less is more unless you want to wait a couple of good hours waiting for it to dry. You just dump a mud puddle somewhere, about a mud puddle size, and then you spread it out. And you want to cover the entire roof with it, working your way, of course, from the furthest point back to where you're going to be getting off at. Otherwise, you're kind of trapped up here. Alright, next stage, after we let the primer set up there for about an hour, is to replace the head of our little roller brush. Get our nice brush. Doesn't need to be super thick or super soft, just a nice brush that you can like change out the head with and scoop this stuff out. This is the rubber coat number 57. It's to weatherproof roofs and foundations, and its applicators are either a brush or that. So we're going to use a mixture of both of them. and it's gonna go up on the roof, as you might suspect. For that, we're gonna also have this to put under the, on top of the first layer. I couldn't find any scrims or shims that were wider than this at Lowe's, so we're gonna make do with that, mostly around the edges and around any edging. So we're gonna give that a go and at least try and get that up there. Alrighty. Alright, so for your first coat of it, you want to get all corners first, and I kind of did a sloppy application of it with just your simple brush. And if you got the stuff that I got, you can do the majority of it with this. Okay, you just spread it on and you roll it out. And as you can already see, it's starting to harden quite a bit. So, alrighty. So, unfortunately yesterday there was a storm coming in, so I couldn't really get much footage. So, this is after one coat. You can definitely see where I ran out of scrim, ran out of this fiber board stuff, but this fiber stuff makes sure that it kind of ensures that you have the right depth, like you have enough of your product on the surface, because it fills in and you have all these little pinholes, as you can see here, and it makes sure, ensures that you have that depth in there. That way you're not just smoothing it over and that's about it. And make sure you have that depth, like right here. That's about the perfect depth that you want, but it needs to be consistent. So yesterday there was some very angry looking clouds and I had to stop, but I was able to get a nice first coat down. It is an option, you don't have to use this. I wanted to use it just to see, you know, if it really makes a difference and if it doesn't. As you can see here, I don't have it on the rest. I just have it mostly on this strip, on that ridge, and along the base. So I really want to see if it actually makes a real big difference. So I'm going to do another coat on the roof, and it's bright and sunny, so we'll see how long the weather holds out for. If you like this video, definitely comment, tell me what I did wrong or what I did right. If you have any tips or tricks, you know, there's an airplane up above. Airplane's cool, yay. But if you have any tips or tricks for me, that would be very much appreciated. Put it in the comments below. If you like this video, like, subscribe. I'll do a whole nother video on different topics, different ideas, who knows. We'll just keep it rolling. Anyways, Medical Motard will continue. Okay. Alrighty, so we got the second coat on. It's looking much better. We still have to do the final coat, which will be the silver stuff, but for this next pass with the rest of it. I'm trying to fill in as many of these little pinholes that you see here, just with a nice little brush. Kind of just mix it around, fill those pinholes in. You don't really want to be too stingy with your product during this, because this is what's going to be protecting your home. So one of my dad's sayings is your house, your rules. But so whatever you want done for your home, so that's what you're gonna do. And I believe that a lot. So your house, your rules, however you want it done, that's how you're gonna get it done. Also, it kind of depends on territory you're in. If you don't really get a whole lot of rain throughout the year, then you're probably good with getting away with just a couple of coats and calling it good for about 10 years. If you get a lot of rain, I suggest buying a couple of buckets and putting a few more layers on, and then your silver layer, and using a lot of your whatever this was just because it's gonna add more protection to your home and it's gonna last a lot longer. But yeah, that's my idea, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so now we're gonna prep for the last step, and that is putting the silver seal on. So when you open it up, it looks not silvery and very watery. That's why you gotta kind of stir it. It's recommended that you get like one of those paint stirrers that you attach to a drill. You can also just, find a board and stir it up yourself. It's a lot more painstaking, but it can be done. So we're gonna stir this up real quick, and then we're gonna apply it to the roof and get this project done. And hopefully the weather holds. Alright, so once you're done mixing, it should be consistent, near grayish color. Then we're gonna pour it into our bucket, take it up to the roof, and start putting it on the roof. So we're up on the roof, about to apply the silver last coat to the roof. We're gonna get the edges first, and then work our way, of course, from furthest point back. Gonna be using some nice kind of soft brushes, and we'll see how it turns out. Alrighty, here's finished project. Probably gonna have to wait a little bit longer, seeing as how it rained last night, and do at least one last coat. But if you got to the end of this video, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on, share, whatever. Just bring me followers. We'll get it out to you. We'll do more videos as it comes, and hopefully I don't mess up.